the technology and globalization, it acts as an advantage or it helps in a faster growth and development of the economy. Company, supplier, marketing intermediary, competitors, customer and public. Here micro means you are going to study in detail about this micro factors. So you need to take the necessary promotional activity in order to give the information about your product. So many people, they're not aware of some product or your product. Hello everyone, I'm Meghna from the Department of Commerce, lecturing in Vidhyaashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence. We are in the session 3 of Unit 1, Principle of Marketing. In today's session, we are going to discuss about the marketing mix, marketing environment, relationship between technology and globalization, social responsibility and online marketing. This is the last topic in the first unit. So, let us start marketing mix. The marketing mix is a strategy adopted by a manufacturer to ensure success in the field of marketing. The modern marketing concept emphasizes the importance of customer satisfaction. It respects the taste, preference and choice of consumer. Marketing mix is a strategy used by a manufacturer in order to success in the field of marketing. So, here the marketing mix is a strategy every manufacturer will adopt to success in the field of marketing. There are several strategies which they use in order to success in the marketing and in order to exist for a longer period in the market. One of the strategy is marketing mix. Marketing mix definition. The marketing mix, according to Stanton, marketing mix is a term used to describe the combination of the 4 inputs which constitute the core of the company's marketing system: the product, the price structure, the promotional activity and the distribution system. According to Stanton, marketing mix is the term used to describe the combination of the 4 inputs. According to Stanton, marketing mix is the combination of 4 inputs, that is product and price, then promotion, then distribution system. So, combination of these 4 make a strategy in order to success in the field of marketing. Product is an important element for a business. Then price. Price also influence in consumer buying behavior. Then promotional activity. Necessary promotional activity is required to attract the customers as well as to increase the sales. Distribution system. The channel of distribution and the availability of the product at the right time and at the right place is also an important factors in order to increase your sale as well as in order to exist in a market. So, every business, they make a strategy with these 4 input. These all are the 4 inputs. Using these inputs, they make a strategy in order to sustain in the market. According to Philip Kotler, marketing mix represents the setting of the firm's marketing decision variables at a particular point of time. That means deciding about these 4 P's. 4 P's means product, price, place and promotion. This is the 4 P's of marketing mix. Four P's of marketing mix. Using these 4 P's, that means the 4 elements, they make a strategy in order to success. Next, the steps involved in marketing mix. The steps involved in marketing mix are identifying first customer. Identifying customer. First step, you need to identify your target market. Your target market. First, you need to identify your prospective as well as the potential customer for your market. Depending on your product, you need to identify your target market. Then you can move to the next process. First step, you need to identify your market based on your product. For example, if you are producing a notebook, means your target market will be students. You cannot identify as a household or the homemaker as a target market for your notebook. So first you need to effectively identify your target market potential as well as the prospective customer. You need to identify the potential and prospective customer for your product. Then next step, analyze the need of customers. After identifying your target market, next step is to analyze the needs of customers. Based on their needs and wants, you need to produce the goods. So the main objective of every business is to satisfy the customer needs. In order to satisfy the needs, you need to analyze the customer needs and the requirement. Based on the needs and requirement, you need to produce the goods. So next step is to analyze the need. You need to get information about the needs and requirements for your product. According to that, you need to produce the product. Next step, design marketing mix. Based on the information what you gain in the analyzing the market needs, you need to design the marketing mix. Marketing mix, the combination of both the product, price, place and promotion. Then decide the marketing mix. What are the changes that required in your product and packaging? Then price, the price for your product. You need to fix the correct price. Pricing should be effectively done in order to increase your sale as well as in order to attract the customer. Then promotional, necessary promotional activity should be taken to reach the customer, to give the information about your product. Then place, you need to distribute your product where it is needed. When the demand is increased, you need to supply the product when it is needed. You need to supply at the right time, at the right place. So you need to design the marketing mix properly. Then test market. Test market, after designing the marketing mix, you need to test run in the market. You are not going to produce in a bulk or you are not going to produce in a mass production. So first you need to test run your product whether it is successful or not. Depend on the result from the test market. You need to collect the feedback from the customer in the test market. After that, you need to adopt the changes, adopt the necessary changes. Then you can completely enter into the market. After successfully completing the test market step, then you can adopt the marketing mix. If it is successfully work for your product, then adopt the marketing mix. You are getting a positive results from the test market, means you can adopt it for the marketing mix for your business. Then you can start producing and promoting your product. So these are the steps in marketing mix. The 4 P's of marketing mix. The marketing mix 4 P's is product, price, place and promotion. Product, price, place and promotion. These are the 4 P's of marketing mix. First one, product. Product is anything that satisfies the customer needs and wants. Product is anything that satisfies the customer needs and wants. Customer treat the product as a bundle of satisfaction rather than a physical thing. The customer treat it as a bundle of satisfaction. So your product should be satisfy the needs and wants of customers. So the product is an important element for satisfying the customer needs and wants. Then price. Price is a important element to increase your sale or in order to, in the case of decreasing sale. Price plays an important role in the marketing activity. So you need to fix the price according to the requirement, or it should be in a effective way. Your pricing strategy should be at the best way. So it can attract the customer as well as increase the sales. Price is an important element. It plays an important role in marketing activity. Price denotes the quality of product in the consumer minds. So price, it denotes the quality of your product in the consumer mind. So you should fix the price in a best manner. So the pricing strategy is a difficult task for a best marketing strategy. So pricing influenced by the demand for your product, cost of production, profit, then the competition of substitute product. So price is influenced by many factors like competition, demand, cost of product, then profit, and so many things. So the price is influenced by so many factors. You need to consider all the factors, then fix your price. Next is place. Place mix. Under place mix, you need to ensure that your product is available when it is necessary. So at the right time, at the right place, you need to supply your product for the customers. So it gains the confidence from the customers about your product. So make sure you have enough quantity of product or enough stock in order to supply to the market whenever it is needed. When the demand increases, you have a capability to supply the product to the market. So ensure the right place, or you should supply at a right time at right place. Place is an important factor for your product. If you start a stationary stop near the railway station, the demand for your product is not increases. So it is not an effective place strategy. So first you need to identify where the demand is more. So in that place you supply your product, so it increase the value for your product. Next, promotion. Promotional activity like advertisement, sales, personal selling, then many promotional activities. So you need to take the necessary promotional activity in order to give the information about your product. So many people, they're not aware of some product or your product. So you need to take a promotional activity in order to give the information and to attract the customers. Promotional mix or promotion mix, it helps in attract the customers as well as give the information about your product. So all the 4 marketing mix plays an important role. It acts as a strategy in increasing your sales as well as sustaining in the market. So these all are the 4 marketing mix. Next, 7 P's of marketing mix. We learned about the 4 P's. 4 P's: product, price, place and promotion. Again, you have a 7 P's of marketing mix. We learned product, price, place and promotion. Then people, process and physical evidence. These all are the extra 3 P's that you have in your marketing mix. First one, people. People is a person for whom your business is running. That means the center point of your business is customer. In order to satisfy the customer, you are working or you are running your business. So the modern marketing says customer is a god. So in order to longer run sustain in the market, you need to satisfy the customers. People plays an important role in order to sustain in the market or in order to increase your sales, profit, so on. So you need to collect the information. You need to get the feedback from the customer. Then you should produce the goods according to the needs and wants of customer. People is a central point. You need to consider the needs and wants of customer, and you have an ability to attract the customer and increase your customers. You should have an ability to attract the customer also. Next, process. Marketing is a continuous process. So Continuously you need to evaluate your performance and adopt the changes. So adopt the changes and continuous evaluation is a continuous process in order to increase your sale or to know the information about the market. Marketing is changed from time to time. So in order to know the changes in technology, taste and preference, marketing rules, government rules, in order to know all the information, it's a continuous process. Continuously you are going to evaluate the performance as well as the changes. So marketing is a continuous process. Then physical evidence. Physical evidence means customer, after purchasing your product, they start judging your product. So it should be evidence, it should be physically evidence to judge the product. Either it may be a product or services, it can be expressed. The after sales or after purchasing, the customer will start judging your product. So it should be physically evidence. For example, if you're going for salon, for hair cutting, the haircut is a service. You cannot see that services, but you can feel the services. By that feeling, he can express, he can judge the services. So it should be physically evidence for the customer to judge or to know the quality of your product or services. So these all are the 7 P's of marketing mix. The effective marketing mix plays an important role. The effective marketing mix is an important element in the success of your business. So effective marketing mix depends on your marketing strategy. This all about 4 P's and 7 P's of your marketing mix. Next concept, marketing environment. Marketing environment consists of all those internal and external forces that affects the marketing strategies of a business enterprises. Every business is confronted with a set of internal and external factors. The internal factors are generally controllable by the business enterprise and the external factors are uncontrollable. Marketing environment means it's a consistence of both the internal as well as the external factors. It influence in your marketing strategy. Both the internal and external factors that influence for your marketing strategy. So that is called marketing environment. Every business is confronted with the set of internal and external factors. Every business is influenced by both the internal as well as the external factors. The internal factors are generally controllable by the business enterprises. The internal factors the company can control. So you can reduce the risk from your internal faults. But the external factors you cannot control. External factors you cannot be controlled. So both the internal and external factors, it influence in your marketing strategies. Definition of marketing environment. According to Philip Kotler, marketing environment refers to external factors and forces that affects the company ability to develop and maintain successful transaction and relationship with the target market. According to Philip Kotler, marketing environment is the external factors and forces that affects the company's ability. It affects your company ability to develop and maintain a successful transaction and relationship with your target market. It completely influence on your marketing activity or business activity. Next, the components of marketing environment. The marketing environment consists of various forces or factors that affect the company ability to deliver goods and services to its target customers. The marketing environment can be classified under 2 heads, micro environment and macro environment. The marketing environment can be classified into 2 types, micro environment and macro environment. First, the micro and macro environment can be explained through this chart. Marketing environment classified into micro and macro. Under micro environment, you have a company supplier, marketing intermediary, competitors, customer and public. Here, micro means you are going to study in detail about this micro factors. So, company is an important factors. You are going to study in detail how the company is influencing on your marketing activity. Next, Suppliers. Supplier plays an important role. Supply of raw materials, goods, or the supplying of necessary goods. It's an important process. It is an important factors for the further processing. You need raw material for the production process. Raw material is a basis for your production process. So, production is completely depend on suppliers or the supply of raw material. So, company should concentrate on the suppliers. You should concentrate on changes in the suppliers as well as the behavior in the supplier. So, raw material, or components is a basic necessary for further production process. So, you need to give a concentration on the supplier behavior. Company should concentrate on supplier behavior. Here, you are going to study in detail or in a micro level, you are going to study the company suppliers. Then, marketing intermediaries. Under company suppliers, the shortage of raw materials or labor strike, all this influence your marketing environment. This is the marketing environment. It influences your business activity. If you are not getting a raw material at a right time, you cannot produce the product and supply to the market. If the demand is more, at that time you are not getting a raw material, means it influences on your demand as well as the supply of your goods. So, give a concentration on, you are going to study in detail about the supplier behavior. Next, marketing intermediary. Marketing intermediary means the channel of distribution. The distribution channel like middlemen, wholesaler and retailers. All these middlemen or the intermediary is an important to reach the product from the manufacturer place to the final consumer. All the products should come across the wholesaler, intermediary and retailer. So, here any miscommunication from the in between the intermediary, it reflects on your customers, it reflects on your demand and the sale of your product. So, for success transaction, intermediary is important. So, you need to ensure that all the distribution channel are effectively designed. So, you are going to study in a micro level, in a detailed level about the intermediary. Then, competitors. Even though competitor is a external factors, you are going to study in detail the competitor. Why? Because the substitute product or the competitor may influence on the demand or the price of your product. If the competitor is offering the product at a lower price, the potential customer will switch to competitor product. So, competitor will influence on your marketing activity. So, you are going to study the competitive product and the pricing strategy and the promotional activity and the place or the distribution channel what they have adopted. So, competitor is also an important factor you are going to study in detail. Next, customer. All the marketing activity has taken place in order to satisfy the customer. So, all this activity, all these efforts you are going to take only to satisfy the customers. So, you are going to study in detail the needs and wants of customer, requirements of customers and changes in their requirements. So, you need to give full concentration on customers and the changes and needs and wants of customers. Then, public. General public influence in your business activity or in your marketing activity. Public means any group that has an interest and the impact on your company's ability to achieve your objectives. Public, the influence about your company ability to achieve your objectives. So, you need to maintain a good relationship between the general public. Every company should come across rather than competitors and customers, you need to come across several general public. So, you need to maintain a good relationship between the public. Next, macro environment. Here, under micro environment, you are going to study in detail about all these micro factors. Macro environmental means you are going to study as a whole. You are going to study as a whole. And the first one, demographic environment. Under demographic environment, population and the ratio, gender ratio and the rate of a particular group. That means children. the age group below 1 to 5 years or 1 to 10 years. If your product is related to children, you'll consider the age group between the 1 year to 10 year or 5 years. So, depend on your product, you are going to study the population and the gender ratio as well as the particular age group and several factors. You are going to study as a whole population and a population in a particular place. For example, you are running a small business means you will consider the population in your surrounding places. So, depending on your product, you are going to study demographic features. Next, economic environment. Under economic environment, you are going to study the income level of the customers, income level of your potential customers and their needs and the buying behavior and the lifestyle, income, lifestyle of your target customers. Here under economic environment, you are going to study the income level, lifestyle of your target customers. Then social and cultural environment. Under social and cultural environment, the lifestyle, beliefs and the value of a customers. Lifestyle, beliefs and value of the customers and the culture, that means the family members. They also influence the culture of a individual or the family members. It influence your marketing activity or it influence on your demand. So you need to concentrate on the socio-cultural environment of your target customers. For example, some people they prefer modern dresses, but some other they prefer traditional dress. So depending on your product as well as the socio and cultural environment, that means the behavior and their lifestyle, going to study in detail. So you are going to study about the social and cultural factors about an individual or the group of people. For example, if you open a modern dress or the supermarket or mall in a village area, it is worthful or it is an effective strategy? No. So, depending on their culture and social behavior, you are going to make your strategy. So, you are going to study the social and cultural environment in the macro level. Next, political environment. Changes in government rules, all the political factors, it influence on your marketing activity as well as on your product or sales and demand of your product. So, you need to concentrate the changes in the government and the policy related to the business. So, political environment, it influence on your business. These all are political factors, social and cultural environment, economic, demographic. All these factors you cannot be controllable. So, these all are the external factors, you cannot control them. Again, legal environment. Under legal environment, regulation, rules and regulation to conduct your business and the regulation for the packing and labeling and the pricing regulation. All the regulation from the government towards your product or business. So, you need to concentrate, you need to know the information, the changes in the rules and regulation, it will affect the business. It will affect your business. So, if the regulation for the pricing policy, it says to follow the regulation towards the pricing policy, your product price will reduce. So, it reduces the profit of your product. So, it reduces the profit margin as well as if the cost of product increases, the profit margin will also reduce. So, you need to update with the information in a changing environment. The legal environment, the legal procedures to run the business. So, it also influence on your business activity. Next, technological environment. Technology is changing from time to time. You need to update your business with a new technology. So, it helps in increasing your demand and it reduces the effect. So, you need to update with your new technology. Next, physical environment. If you are not going to update yourself or your business, then it is a limitation for you in upgrading environment. So, you need to update your business as well as your employees in order to exist for a longer period. Next, physical environment. Physical environment, it influence it affects on your business. Physical environment, it cannot be controlled by the business. So you need to concentrate on the physical changes in the physical environment. So these all are the factors or the marketing environment that affect your business activity. Some of the factors you can control. The internal factors you can control, but external factors you cannot control them. But you cannot fully, external factors cannot be controllable, but you can avoid them. To some extent, you can avoid the risk. You can avoid the risk to some extent. So it cannot be fully controllable, but some extent you can avoid the risk. This is all about the marketing environment, the components of marketing environment. Next topic, relationship between the technology and globalization. Relationship between technology and globalization. Both globalization and technology are drivers to growth and development. The good connection between these two faster growth and development of an economy, but the bad connection hampers the growth and development process. That means both the technology and globalization is a two face of a single coin. So the good connection between the technology and globalization, it acts as an advantage or it helps in a faster growth and development of the economy. So a good connection between the technology and globalization, it helps, it acts as an advantage in a faster growth and development. Globalization is highly correlated with the technology. That means it is related. Globalization and technology both are interrelated. Both are interrelated in the growth and development of economy. It encompasses a sequence of a technology, development works and innovation in the form of physical, human and social capital services, including information and communication technology services, so as to bring a positive change in the economy, improve standard of living, quality of life and skill of its citizen, and develop the knowledge base of the economy. Both the globalization and technology, it helps in development of an individual as well as development of an economy. For example, an individual, if he stick on to a older technology or if he is not ready to update with the new technology, it affects for individual growth as well as a economic growth. For example, in the initial days, the landline or the basic sets are available. So we don't have the Android version of mobile phone. If an individual still he stick to use the older version or the basic sets, he cannot update with the technology. So in this pandemic period, the technology plays an important role, and our Android mobile, using this Android mobile, all the activities are switched to online process. If he still switch on to the basic sets, he cannot update. He is not updated with the new technology, means it's a lack for him, for his development as well as the economic development. If the group of people is not ready to adopt the changes or is not ready to adopt the new technology, it is a disadvantage for the individual as well as the development of economy. So you need to update with the new technology. It helps in faster growth and development of an individual as well as the economy. So good relationship between the technology and the globalization helps in faster growth. Next, social responsibility and online marketing. The concept of social responsibility holds that business should be good citizen. Business should be good citizen, balancing their money-making operation with activities that benefit society, be it on a local, national or global scale. That means the concept of social responsibility holds that business should be a good citizen. First, he should be a good citizen. Addition with the profit-making or money-making activity, he should be a good citizen. He should help for the society, be it a local or national as well as the global scale. He should be a good citizen, at least a local level. It be a local, national or global scale. Social responsibility in marketing involves focusing efforts on attracting customers who wants to make a positive difference with their purchases. That means every business, they try to attract the customers and increase their sales and profit. In this process, you are not going to harm the society or you are not going to mislead the society. This process should be in a healthy way. Healthy competition is a better or a good strategy for the society as well as the company. So, business should be a good citizen. Recyclable packaging promotions that spread awareness of societal issues and problems, and directing portion of profit towards the charitable groups or efforts are example of social responsibility marketing strategy. Some business, they make a strategy. They make a strategy in social responsibility that they direct their portion of profits. They donate some portion of their profits towards charity, and it is an example for social responsibility. And recyclable packaging. If you are using a recyclable packaging as well as the promotions, it is also a social responsibility. You are taking a good step for the society. It is benefited for the society because you are using a recyclable packaging. So, these all are the strategy which the company make in order to portray that they are environmentally conscious. So, these all are some strategy or the examples to portray that they are environmentally conscious. An initial investment may be involved to share profit or donate to those in need. Social responsibility in marketing promotes an enhanced company image which can significantly impact profitability and even productivity favorably. Here are the some values derived from its marketing code of ethics. First, honesty. Then responsibility, fairness, respect, transparency, citizenship. First, honest. You should be honest to give some information to the society. When you are giving some information, you are spreading some information means you should honest from your side. So next, responsibility. Responsibility means you should maintain some responsibility that you should not harm for the society. Your business activity should not affect others. So you should maintain some responsibility. Next, fairness. When you're promoting your business or when you're promoting your product means it should be in a fair business. That means you are not going to give a fraud information or you should not mislead the society or the customer. You should not mislead your customers. Then respect. Respect others' value. For example, you should respect the customer value as well as time. Next, transparency. You should give proper information to your customer as well as to the government and the society. Next, citizenship. You should be a good citizen for the society. Then think about your profit making business or profit making activity. You should have some responsibility while you are doing a business. So, you should be a loyal, honest to your customer. You should be honest to your customer and you should be loyal for the customer as well as for your public and the society, and you should maintain a good relationship between the customers as well as the society. So, this all about social responsibility and online marketing. In online marketing, they give a fake information. They try to mislead the customers in order to make profit. So, you should not do such activity in order to make profit. So, you should be honest, loyal for your customers. So, you should be socially responsible while you are doing your marketing activity. It increases the goodwill for your business. It increases goodwill, good name for your business as well as increase the demand for your product, increase the customer for your product. So, just follow some ethics in your business. This topic is the last topic for first unit. So, let's meet in the next session with unit 2. Until then, keep watching. Thank you.